Did you know that one wrong nap can increase your risk of memory loss, chronic insomnia, or even stroke after the age of 60? It may sound hard to believe, but it's the truth. And it's something many older adults overlook every single day. Take a moment to think about yourself. Do you often lie down right after a meal? Nap too long on the sofa? Drift off in the late afternoon while the TV is still on? These seemingly harmless habits may quietly disrupt your sleep cycle, affect your heart and circulation, and slowly wear down your energy, focus, and mobility. In today's video, we'll uncover 5 common mistakes older adults make when it comes to napping. These are habits that can be gently adjusted to help you restore energy, keep a sharp mind, and protect your health day after day. Before we begin, I'd love to know where you're watching from. Please leave a comment with your city or country. And if you're someone who values practical, science-backed health advice as you age, don't forget to subscribe to this channel so we can continue this journey together. Let's begin. Mistake number 1. Napping right after eating, when comfort becomes a silent risk. After a hearty lunch, your body relaxes. Your eyes get heavy, and that familiar armchair in the living room seems to call your name. For many older adults, napping right after a meal is just part of the routine. But this simple habit could be quietly disrupting digestion, triggering acid reflux, and even affecting brain function and blood flow. When you eat, your body uses a great deal of energy to break down food. The stomach releases digestive juices. The pancreas works to process sugars and fats. The liver filters and metabolizes nutrients. Blood rushes to the stomach to support the process. But when you lie down flat too soon, especially on your back, you interrupt this natural sequence. Gravity no longer helps keep food in the stomach. Instead, stomach acid may move up into the esophagus, causing burning, irritation, or damage over time. And for older adults, the risk is higher. That's because the lower esophageal sphincter, the muscle that keeps stomach contents from backing up, weakens with age. The result? More frequent heartburn, sore throat, even silent reflux, where damage occurs without obvious symptoms. And it doesn't stop there. Lying down too soon after eating can also lower blood flow to your brain and muscles. Instead of waking from a nap refreshed, you may feel groggy, heavy, and mentally foggy. That's especially concerning if you already live with high blood pressure, diabetes, or early memory loss. Poor circulation after meals can make those conditions worse. Let me share a story. Frank, age 73, from Arizona, had a routine for years. He'd eat lunch, then head straight to the sofa for a nap. Over time, he noticed his throat often felt dry. He had heartburn, low energy, and assumed it was just old age. But after speaking with his doctor, Frank was advised to wait at least 30 to 60 minutes before lying down. And if he needed a nap, to stay upright in a recliner instead of lying flat. He followed that advice. Within a few weeks, his reflux eased. His throat felt better. His mind felt clearer. He even started taking short walks after lunch, something he hadn't done in years. In some cultures, post-meal naps are common. But they're usually taken in a semi-reclined position and only last a short while. The modern habit of sprawling out flat after eating, especially in older adults with less physical activity, can invite problems. There's also an emotional side. That heavy, sleepy feeling after meals isn't always physical. It can be a sign of loneliness, boredom, or low mood. When we nap out of habit, not true need, it can slowly lower our motivation and spirit. So what's the solution? It's simple. Wait down to 60 minutes after eating before lying down. If you must rest, try sitting upright in a supportive chair. Better yet, do something light. Wash a dish. Walk around the house. Fold laundry. These small actions help digestion and boost circulation, setting you up for a better nap later. If you've ever napped right after a meal, comment number 1, so I know you're still watching. Now let's move on to mistake number 2. This one may seem innocent, even comforting. But in reality, it can quietly burden your brain and body more than you think. Mistake number 2, napping too long, when rest begins to steal from you. For many older adults, a midday nap is one of life's quiet pleasures. Just 20 minutes of rest can feel like a full reset. But when a nap drifts beyond an hour, it can stop being helpful and start becoming harmful, especially for those over 60. This is due to something called sleep inertia. It's that heavy, foggy sensation when you wake up from deep sleep. Instead of feeling refreshed, you feel groggy, confused, or even more tired than before. For younger people, this feeling fades quickly. But for seniors, it may linger for hours, disrupting focus and draining energy. Worse still, research has shown a connection between long naps, over an hour, and memory decline. Studies have linked extended daytime sleep to higher risk of cognitive impairment, including early signs of dementia. Why? Because long naps interfere with your body's natural rhythm, known as the circadian cycle. This is the internal clock that regulates when you feel sleepy or alert. A long nap in the day can reduce sleep pressure at night. That means it's harder to fall asleep later. Your sleep becomes lighter, more fragmented, and you wake feeling unrested. Take the story of Martha, 81, from Oregon. For years, she took 2-hour naps each afternoon. But she wasn't getting better. Her memory began to slip. Her nighttime sleep was broken. Her daughter brought her to a specialist. Tests showed mild sleep apnea and low vitamin D. With treatment and a shift to 20-minute naps, Martha began to feel like herself again. She had more energy. She slept better. Her mind was clearer. Experts recommend keeping naps to 20 to 30 minutes. That allows the brain to enter light sleep without slipping into the deeper stages that cause grogginess. And it protects your nighttime rest, which is vital for immune function, heart health, and mental clarity. There's also a social cost. A 2-hour nap may eat into time you could spend walking, chatting with loved ones, or enjoying a hobby. These things are essential for staying sharp and engaged as you age. So if you feel the need for long naps every day, ask yourself why. Are you sleeping poorly at night? Could medications or a medical condition be involved? Talk to your doctor or a sleep specialist. Until then, try to nap in a quiet place. Set a timer for 25 minutes and avoid napping too late in the day. Your body needs rest, but the right kind of rest. A short nap can lift your mood, sharpen your focus, and support your health without the cost. If you've taken a nap longer than 1 hour this past week, comment number 2 so I know you're still watching. Next, we'll explore a mistake that has more to do with how you nap than how long. It's something many people do every day without knowing the silent risks it brings. Mistake number 3, napping in a recliner for too long, when comfort turns into a silent trap. There's nothing quite as inviting as sinking into a soft recliner after a long morning. The cushions feel just right. The chair leans back. Maybe the hum of the TV plays in the background. For many older adults, the recliner becomes the go-to place for a midday nap. But what feels like a small indulgence may come with silent risks to your physical and mental health. When you nap in a reclined position, your body doesn't relax in the same way it does when lying flat in bed. Your knees stay bent. Your neck tilts at an awkward angle. And this posture can place subtle but serious strain on your body. let's start with breathing. In a semi-sitting position, your diaphragm, the main muscle responsible for breathing, can't expand fully. This results in shallow breaths, and less oxygen reaches your brain, heart, and muscles. Over time, this reduced oxygen can lead to fatigue, brain fog, and added strain on your heart. For seniors with already weakened lungs or heart conditions, this can be especially concerning. Circulation is another issue. Sitting for hours, especially with bent knees, slows the return of blood from your legs to your heart. This can cause swelling, discomfort, and in more serious cases, blood clots. Deep vein thrombosis, or DVT, is when clots form in the legs. If one travels to the lungs, it can become life-threatening. Though rare, this risk increases with age, limited movement, or a history of circulation issues. Let me share a story. Gerald, 76, from Minnesota, used to nap every afternoon in his recliner while watching the news. After a while, he began noticing neck pain, tingling in his hands, and swelling in one leg. He thought it was just aging. But during a checkup, his doctor found early spinal compression, caused in part by the way his neck bent during those naps. The doctor advised him to switch to lying flat in bed, using a neck pillow for support, and to add gentle stretching afterward. Within weeks, Gerald felt better. The pain lessened, his circulation improved, and he felt more awake during the day. There's also a deeper emotional side. Napping in a recliner, often with background noise and no real structure, can blur the line between true rest and simple disengagement. Sometimes people nap not because they're tired, but because they feel bored, lonely, or unstimulated. When that becomes the norm, it may slowly dull your connection to life and take away the spark that keeps you mentally and socially active. So what's the better approach? True rest happens when you lie flat, ideally in a quiet room for 20 to 30 minutes. That allows your body to fully relax, breathe deeply, and recover. If you must nap in a recliner, keep it short. Use pillows to support your neck and back. And after waking, take a short walk or stretch to boost circulation. And ask yourself gently, am I napping because I need rest or because I feel disconnected? Even small choices, a phone call, a hobby, a short walk, can help turn rest into a meaningful, refreshing pause that nourishes both body and spirit. If you've napped in a recliner this week, comment number 3, so I know you're still watching. Next, we'll talk about timing. Not how you nap, not where, but when, and why it matters more than you think. Mistake number 4, napping too close to bedtime. When you accidentally sabotage your night. To many people, especially older adults, napping feels like a harmless way to recharge. A little rest to carry you through the evening. But what often goes unnoticed is the timing of your nap. Napping it too close to your regular bedtime, within 3 to 4 hours, can quietly disrupt your body's natural sleep-wake cycle. This cycle, known as the circadian rhythm, is your internal clock. It tells your body when to be alert and when to slow down. As evening approaches, your body begins releasing melatonin, a hormone that prepares you for sleep. If you nap late in the day, say around 5 or 6 p.m., your brain may get confused. It may think, I've already rested. No need for more sleep now. That delay in melatonin release can shift your sleep window, making it harder to fall asleep at your usual bedtime. And when you do fall asleep, your rest may be light, fragmented, or unsatisfying. Older adults already experience less deep sleep, more awakenings, shorter rest cycles. A late nap only adds to that disruption, weakening sleep quality and making recovery harder each night. The consequences are serious. Poor sleep increases the risk of memory loss. impaired balance, high blood pressure, mood changes, and even weakened immunity. Let's take the example of Helen, age 74, from Colorado. She enjoyed napping after dinner around 6:30 p.m. It became part of her wind-down routine. But over time, she couldn't fall asleep until after midnight. Her sleep was shallow. She woke up multiple times at night. And during the day, she felt drained, too tired for her morning walks, disconnected from her routine. After meeting with her doctor, Helen learned that late naps were reducing her sleep pressure, the natural buildup of a chemical called adenosine that makes us sleepy at night. By moving her nap earlier, to around 1:30 or 2 p.m., and keeping it under 30 minutes, she noticed a big change. She fell asleep faster at night, slept more soundly, and regained the energy for her morning walks. Sleep pressure is key. All day long, your brain builds up adenosine. This makes you feel naturally sleepy by nighttime. A nap too late in the day relieves that pressure, and you lose the urge to sleep when it's truly time to rest. That's why sleep experts recommend no naps after 3 p.m. And when you do nap, keep it short. A 20-minute nap can refresh your mind without taking away from the deep, healing sleep you need at night. If you struggle with sleep, take a closer look at your nap habits. Are you dozing off late in the day? Do you stay up too long at night? Small changes in nap timing can lead to big changes in how you feel. If you've napped after 5 p.m. recently, comment number 4 so I know you're still watching. In our final part, we'll look at the most overlooked mistake of all. It's not about time or posture. It's about your environment and how it can either heal you or quietly wear you down. Mistake number 5, napping in the wrong environment. When you think you're resting, but your body isn't. Have you ever nodded off on the living room sofa with the TV still playing, sunlight streaming through the window and street noise in the background? For many older adults, that's what a typical nap looks like. But here's the truth. That's not real rest. It's not true sleep. It's just the body pausing in the middle of chaos. As we age, our sleep becomes lighter and more fragile, which means factors like light, noise, posture, and room temperature play an even bigger role in how restorative our naps really are. Let's start with light. Light, especially blue light from screens or bright daylight, tells the brain to stay alert. It blocks melatonin, the hormone that helps you relax and fall asleep. So even if your eyes are closed, your brain may still be on high alert. You might doze off, but your sleep will be shallow. And when you wake, you'll feel groggy, not refreshed. Now let's talk about noise. Background sounds, TV, traffic, conversations may seem harmless, but they keep your brain from entering deep, restorative sleep stages. And for older adults who already sleep more lightly, even soft noises can disturb rest and affect memory, hormone balance, and energy levels. Posture is another piece of the puzzle. Many people nap curled up on the couch, slouched in a chair, or without neck support. This can strain your back, tighten your joints, and restrict breathing. Poor posture during a nap may lead to stiffness, headaches, or poor circulation, especially if you have arthritis, low mobility, or breathing issues. And then there's temperature. Our core body temperature naturally drops when we sleep. That drop helps signal the brain to enter rest mode. If the room is too hot or too cold, that natural process is interrupted. You may have trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. A cool, quiet, dim space between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit is ideal for napping. Let me share the story of Walter, age 77, from New Hampshire. Every afternoon, he napped in his favorite recliner. Sunlight poured in through the open blinds. The TV played news in the background, and his neck lacked support. He thought he was resting, but he often woke up irritable, foggy, and with a sore neck that lasted for hours. He started drinking coffee just to push through the rest of the afternoon. After speaking with a sleep consultant, Walter made a few simple changes. He closed the blinds to darken the room, turned off the TV, played soft music instead, used a neck pillow, and shortened his naps to 20 or 25 minutes. The difference was immediate. His naps left him feeling truly refreshed. He stopped needing caffeine. His neck pain eased, and he felt sharper and more energized throughout the day. Creating a better nap environment doesn't mean changing your whole life. It just means dimming the lights, using an eye mask if needed, turning off distractions, using a pillow to support your neck and lower back, and keeping the room cool and quiet. For older adults, these small adjustments can protect your nighttime sleep, reduce fatigue, and even lower the risk of chronic conditions like high blood pressure or diabetes. Your nap isn't just a break. It's a chance to restore your strength, your clarity, and your sense of well-being. If you usually nap in a bright or noisy space, comment number 5 so I know you're still here with me. Now that we've explored all 5 common mistakes, let's take a moment to reflect. What have we learned? And how can we begin making small changes today? Conclusion: resting the right way for a stronger body and a sharper mind. You've just walked through 5 common nap mistakes, habits that seem small, but over time can quietly wear down your health. From lying down right after eating, napping too long, using the wrong posture, sleeping too late in the day, to napping in an environment that's not restful at all. Each one can affect your digestion, your brain, your heart, and your overall energy. But here's the good news. Now you know how to change them. Wait before lying down after meals. Keep naps under 30 minutes. Rest in the right position at the right time, in a peaceful space. These aren't big changes, but for someone over 60, they are wise choices. Choices that protect your sleep, your balance, your memory, and your ability to enjoy each day. You don't need to give up napping. You just need to treat it with care, like something that deserves intention. Not just a habit, but a healing moment in your day. If something in this video helped you today, I'd love to hear it. Leave a comment and share one small insight or change you plan to try. I read every message and your voice matters. And if you'd like to keep learning simple, science-backed ways to stay strong and independent as you age, I warmly invite you to subscribe to this channel. Thank you for spending your time with me. I'll see you in the next video.